Greetings, family.
Shalom, family.
This is my husband, Kenny.
And this is my wife, Dawn.
And we are the coaches here at Relationship Restoration Coaching Services. And so we are so excited today to be with you because we want to invite you into our conversation. And today what we are talking about is the importance of taking time to minister to your marriage.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say that again, that we are talking about the importance of taking time to minister to your marriage. So often we take time to minister to everything else, whether it's on our jobs, whether it's in our homes with our children, with our friends, at our local assemblies, so forth and so on. But we usually lack in the area of taking time to spend with our spouses.
Yeah.
And so it's important to bring out that there are two covenant relationships that we are to have. The first one is with the Most High.
Yeah.
The second one is with our spouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, with that being said, it's important to, remember that we have to spend time with our Creator, and we have to spend time with our spouse. And there was something very interesting that you had said earlier, Kenny, and you were talking about the fact that we take time during the Shabbat. That is one day, and could you expound on that a little more?
Yeah. We definitely spend time on the Shabbat with the Father, and we thank Him for the time that He's given us to be able to enjoy Him and His rest. Mm-hmm. But we don't realize that we still have the obligation to our spouse to give them the same respect that we give to the Father.
Yeah.
Not comparing the two, but whatever we do unto Yah is what we do unto each other. Mm-hmm. So this is really a common courtesy. And what happens is we take our spouse because, let's face it, in the beginning, we go out there, we're courting each other, we're enjoying each other's company, we're going out to eat, catching a movie, doing all these wonderful things, which is perfect. I mean, each person enjoyed that portion of the building of the relationship. But then we start to have children. Then we start to have responsibilities. We buy houses, we buy cars, and next thing you know, everything get flips upside down. It's like instead of the basis being on the covenant between the husband and the wife, it becomes a covenant with all of these things.
Yeah.
And these things really, it has its time and it has its place, but it shouldn't have value.
Right.
The value should be in your relationship with your spouse. Because at the end of the day, that's the one thing that Yah has given us without repentance. That's something that He's given us. And we go to work so that we can pay these bills and all of this stuff. And then we look at our spouse like, now I gotta come to you. Now, I gotta try to keep you satisfied. Wherein that's the attitude you should have towards those things.
Absolutely. We have learned to serve the job and to serve other things, but we forgot that we are supposed to serve each other.
Yeah.
We give our time and we do what we have to do to survive and to live. However, when it comes to you and I, we are to serve each other.
Yes. So when it all boils down to it, we just got to put things back in the right perspective. Taking time out for each other, going and doing the things that y'all enjoy doing, whether it be bowling, whether it be going out to the movies, going out to dinner once a week. I mean, we Shabbat once a week, and we go to work 5 days a week. So
at least, because some people are working almost every day and doing overtime hours and everything else.
Exactly. So I really, it's like you have to put your relationship in a position to where it's a priority.
Yeah,
for you to spend this time each week, and as much as we wake up to brush our teeth in the morning and get prepared to go to work, this one particular day should be just totally. Now, if both of y'all decide to do whatever it is y'all want to do, then fine. If y'all want to put extracurricular activity as far as like family and friends and enjoying each other with them, if that's a part of y'all spending time together, if that's y'all desire, then and both of y'all agree on it, then fine.
Right.
But you should at least give your spouse at least a good day out of the week that you guys were able to come together to enjoy each other.
Absolutely, because that is exactly how a relationship grows.
Yeah.
That is how our relationship grows with the Most High.
Yeah.
Because we are taking the time and we're getting in His Word and we are praying and supplicating ourselves. And so it's almost like the same thing. When we are spending time with each other, we're able to talk about intimate matters.
Yeah.
We are able to discuss what is really on our heart, maybe the thing that we've been kind of holding on to or whatever it is. And I can really think back, Kenny, to times that when me and you were together and we were spending those moments, that deliverance even came into my life. I remember times where, we would be talking about one thing and it would go to another subject, and I would find out that, A, B, and C was linked to my childhood just because I was having intimate, time of talk with you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I truly believe that the Father always comes through the way of relationship, because that's who He is.
Yeah. And what tends to happen is we start to talk to our friends and our family, but we don't really spend the time with our spouse that we should be spending. And then next thing you know, you feel as if you have to keep a guard up because you don't know how they're going to feel about certain situations. When this is your relationship, this is your covenant.
Yeah,
it's your responsibility to go and spend that time with that person and tell them exactly how you feel. And it might be an agreement, it might be a disagreement, or they might even be able to deliver you from whatever it is that you're going through. But how will you ever know if you're not taking the time and you're spending the time and just sharing what's truly going on with you?
Right.
And I believe it's reciprocal.
Absolutely.
Both husband and wife.
Husband and wife, yes.
Because if any one person feel as if they can't really be free, then what's going to happen is, well, I'm doing this, I'm giving this time. Well, that's not a relationship builder.
Absolutely.
You just are delegating a certain time for a person out of obligation, not out of desire.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to feel as if they're not desired.
That's right.
And quite frankly, we shouldn't allow these tokens in our life to really have all of our desire, our work, our cars and materialistic. That stuff passes away. That stuff, it's only temporal. I've had my car for a while now, and I've learned that, as time goes on, you got to replace tires. You got to replace the wipers. You got to replace the oil every so often, oil changes. And the one thing that I've come to understand is everything has a limit.
Absolutely.
And you don't want your wife to be at her limit. Because at that point, it's like she's so scorned that she can never see you in any other way, any other light than the way that she's been presented by you. Yeah. That's the only way she'll be able to be seen. And chances are she's not going to be staying around much longer after that.
And even for the wife, we have to make sure that we are that we carry ourselves in a way that you, as the husband, can trust us. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, it's a two-way street here. And just how you're saying that the men need to be, the wife need to be that way too. We need to be able to trust, but we also need to be trustworthy.
Yes.
You should feel very comfortable with being vulnerable with me and knowing that I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to take the things that you shared with me and use it and turn it around to beat you with it.
Yes.
Things like that. But see, this is why I'm a big advocate for taking the time to get out of the house, to go away,
Yeah.
Even, this was something that we shared earlier when we were talking that, the one thing we always hear, especially in our community, and we're going to keep it real. I don't have the money. I don't have money to go away. I don't have money to do this. But that is a lie.
Yep.
That's a lie, because even when it was 9 people in one household off of one income. Yeah. Okay. 9 people, one household, one income. Yep. And we still found a way to take a break and go and have a weekend, or even if it was an overnight. Yep. We still found a way. Even if we put $25 to $30 away and said a paycheck and said, okay, the plan is in 4 months. We're going to go away and we're going to spend a weekend, we're from Delaware. So the surrounding states are like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, those are the main parts. Maybe even New York, that's not too far away. It's certain things that we would say, okay, we're going to step out of what it is we're used to doing in this house and go somewhere else. And 9 times out of 10, when we would go away, we would have discussions that usually don't come up at home.
Not at all.
We would have discussions talking about what we like and what we don't like. What's going on that, maybe have grieved us, or what are the things that make us happy. We were able to do more exploring in our relationship. And when we would come back more solid. We would come back stronger. We would come back knowing what it is that we needed to do. I started to learn more of my husband's love language. He began to learn more of my love language. And we started to do things that made us happy, as a whole. But just because we were able to get away, because sometimes when you are in your environment, you are clouded by what's going on in the environment. So your mind is still the same. You're not thinking the same. You're not seeing the same things. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, for example, I'll give you a good example. One of me and Kenny's go-to places is Lancaster, PA. Or they say, Lancaster, PA. Okay. Mm-hmm. So whenever we were seen to cross the threshold of the line from Delaware into Pennsylvania, in this part, and I'm not talking about like the Philly area, I'm more so talking about like we're going into the country area, okay? It was something about the atmosphere. It was like a shift in the atmosphere that was really, really different from what we felt in Delaware. And all of a sudden, it was like a breath of fresh air. And for some reason, it just seemed like we can open up in ways that we wasn't opening up when we were in Delaware. It was just something different about the scenery. And then we would have conversations that we weren't having when we were in Delaware. Yeah. You understand? And so some things are not explainable, but hopefully you'll understand, because hopefully this may be an experience that you've had. But for us, we found out a lot of the most deepest conversations happen in that car, just traveling. Yeah. Just traveling. So even today, even if we don't have a lot of money, what we'll do is we'll say, okay, let's have dinner. Let's go out to dinner. Let's take a ride in a car. Let's, when the weather is nice, let's go sit at a park and talk. There are different things that you can do that are very meaningful and that will allow you to come out of what you're used to, the environment that you're used to, and it will spark new and different conversation.
Because at the end of the day, you have to put forth the effort to make the change in your life.
Absolutely.
And it always starts somewhere. Mm-hmm. You might not can't do the biggest and the best things, but guess what? They're right there with you. So it really doesn't matter. Whatever it is you can do, they can do also.
Exactly.
So at some point, you have to have a beginning. And in the beginning, that's when you can see things start to grow, start to shift. And you can actually use the time to be free with each other, to actually enjoy each other's company, and just break off the shackles of just everyday life.
Absolutely.
Because everyday life will have you at each other's throats, have you contemplating, divorce, God forbid, but it having the time to fester is because you don't have the time that y'all spending amongst each other to break each other out of that monotony of everyday hustle and bustle of life.
That's right.
That part of it is always going to be there, but you have to make it a point to begin to move forward in restoring your marriage, restoring your relationship, and building from the foundation up.
Hallelujah. Absolutely. And, and I wanted to just add before we close, that we have to, in our marriages, we have to change our mindset from being one of obligation to one of investment.
Yeah.
I'm investing in me because I'm investing in you.
Yep.
This is an investment. Even with our services that we offer, is don't look at it as a price, but look at it as an investment. I am investing to get tools that will keep giving over and over and over, tools that will set my marriage up or set my relationships up to be successful for a lifetime. Yes. It is an investment. When we go and we buy a house, we see the value in that house, and we look at it as I am investing in a home for my family.
Yes.
When we buy a car, we look at that as an investment because we know we need something to get us from A to B. So we invest our money, our finances into a vehicle that's going to get us from A to B. It's the same thing with our relationships. We have to take the time and see the value in our relationships so that we can invest in it. And then what happens with a car and a house, sometimes you got to buy that over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you get certain tools in your tool belt that will never escape your mind, it will never escape your heart. It is a gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving for the life of your relationship, the life of your lifetime.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think they say if you give a man a fish, he'll be able to eat for that day. If you teach a man to fish, he'll be able to eat for a lifetime. So
absolutely,
the skills and the values that are necessary for your relationship, those are the things that really should be really important for you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, family, we really enjoyed this conversation, and we're glad that you are here with us to hear it. And we hope you enjoyed it too. And if you like what you hear, please share this video, press like. You can also find us on Facebook. We're at Relationship Restoration Coaching Services. Also, we are on Instagram, relationship_coaches on Instagram. You can also reach out to us on rrcoach at outlook.net, rrcoach@outlook.net. And we are also on, and you know what? I just messed that up. rrcoach@outlook.com is the email address. Yes. Okay. rrcoach@outlook.com. And then the web address is rrcoach.net. So you can visit us on our website, rrcoach.net, if you're interested in receiving any services or want to reach out to us, any questions. And we will also like to hear feedback and get some ideas from you all. What are some topics that matter to you? We would love to hear feedback, and you can always email us. Give us some feedback, and we'll enjoy exploring those topics with you. So we thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful day, and shalom.
Shalom, family.